Welcome to another episode of the Daily Complaints Comedy Podcast. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Complaints Comedy Podcast. Whoa! How are you guys doing? How are you? It's Thursday, January what? January what? January 22nd. It's Thursday, January 22nd, and this is our second episode of the year, maybe third episode of the year. I don't know. The last episode I talked about my friend and how she keeps wearing leather pants. And I listen, we're gonna set the record straight here, okay? Because she listened to it and she laughed. And she was like, I'm not showing this to my friends. Listen, let me tell you this. Sometimes it's not the naked ladies that make you come. Sometimes it's the aesthetic of someone who knows how to dress, and you're just like, oh fuck, I gotta change my underpants because I just left a white silver dollar inside of them, and it's rubbing against my dickhead and making me chafe. So I had, you know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you guys. It's sometimes your friends wear hot outfits and they make you come. And it's fine. As long as you're not making anybody uncomfortable. All right? Can you have a normal conversation and just slip in there? Hey, sometimes you wear I don't know. Because that sounded creepy to me in my head just now. So maybe don't say that. I don't know what to tell you. Consent, obviously important. But if they don't know, if they don't know you're whacking off, it's a victimless crime. But if you whack off on them while they're sleeping, jail. That's all I'm saying is that you could possibly go to jail. So shout out to Marisol. I gotta tell you, this administration's bugging me out again. It's bumming me out again. So we want Greenland. Trump wants Greenland now. Let me go back to my penis for a second. She posted it again. She posted another. There's another picture of leather pants, and I whacked off so hard that my penis looked like the kids from Shutter Island. You know what I mean? Leo's kids when they float up from they float up from the water after being drowned. God knows they're waterlogged and blue, and they got veins in the forehead. Stop with the pants, Marisol. Stop it with the pants. No more leather pants. She does it on purpose. I think. This time she wore a mask. She's like, "Oh, no one's beating off to this." Wrong. I got Leo's kids in my pants. Okay, yeah, but this administration is bumming me out. We can't keep doing this with this administration. It's only been a year. This guy, he's got so I people were comparing Trump to like Hitler and the Gestapo, and I was just like, shut up. He's not that bad, right? Like I hope that the administration goes well. I hope that like, oh, I could be friends with Republicans and like that's, you know what I mean? I started out fine because I just hope that everything goes well when we put someone in power. You know what I mean? Same thing, Mom Donnie, mayor of New York, governor of New York, whatever. One of the two. I hope everything goes fine. I want everything to go well. The United States not going well. You got ICE pulling people out of their house. You got ICE throwing tear gas at kids. Their kids are in the vicinity in the car, and they're tear gassing cars with. Yeah, what's it's insane. It's insane to me that this is going on. I don't know like how anybody with a heart like is okay with this. Like okay, you vote for Trump, right? You hope everything goes well. I voted for Kamala Harris. I voted for Joe Biden. Say what you want about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They didn't have fucking more people locked up in ICE camps today than the Gestapo had for Jews in the 1930s. I'm just saying that's a statistical fact. You can look it up. I didn't make that up. I read that. So say what you want about Joe Biden. Fuck. Uh, I don't know what day it is. Uh, my son spilled. I was gonna go to use my son's laptop, and cocaine was all over the keys. And I did some. I still didn't wake up. Say what you want about fucking Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, whatever. This didn't happen. There wasn't an insurrection when fucking Joe Biden. Listen, this is what I don't understand. You got you got an insurrection, and then you got the injuring of a police officer, right? And you got Trump pardoning all these people that were in the insurrection that hurt the police officer. I think a police officer might have died. I think he might have died. And you got Trump like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Those were wonderful. Those were wonderful protesters. They peacefully protested. Whatever. You killed a police officer, right? And then you got this Renee Good, rest in peace, Renee Good, who's driving away from somebody, from an ICE officer, obviously against the law. You know, you could stop her and arrest her, whatever. They shoot her in the face. And Trump, I don't understand what the difference. Like you got insurrectionists killing a police officer, and that's peaceful protesting. And then you got this ICE agent shooting this lady in the face, and that's self defense. I don't I don't understand what's happening. Like I don't get it. It's bumming me out. I don't get it. I think this is when I used to do this podcast and I used to be like, I can hang out with anybody. I can go to any barbecue. I hate Republicans. I hate them. I hate them so much. And I don't understand. I just watched Bill Maher do a thing that he says, not all Republicans are racist, but every racist is a Republican. And I was like, holy shit. That fuck. You could have fooled me. You could have fooled me. Dude, that's crazy, and it's true. Some people think I'm racist. I make fun of the Polacks. I make fun of the Jews. I make fun of the Italians, the Irish, black people, Mexicans, the whites. I ma- I make fun of so many versions of whites. What, dude? We're not even gonna get into it because I don't want to get canceled. Imagine that's a chapter on the Spotify notes in this. Uh, Different slurs for whites. I'm skipping directly to that tab. A New England Patriot. Yeah. So dude, I can't be friends with Republicans anymore right now. I can't do it. As a half Mexican person, you got fucking Mexican like ICE agents waiting outside of schools is sad to deport kids and the Minneapolis shit. Dude, it's just sad, dude. Like go back, like okay, go back to the border and do shit at the border. Like when did their jurisdiction get extended? I don't, and like I don't know. It's just like the dumbest people that work for that organization. I gotta snort. Hold on. It's like the dumbest people that work for ICE too. You know, like these big dumb brick idiots with nothing in their heads, just morons. I don't know. The New England Patriots are now going to the AFC Championship again. We had 5 years of sucking just cock, just and now we're in the AFC Championship, and people are like, you didn't beat anybody. Let's see who we beat. We beat the Chargers, who had the fifth best defense in the league. We beat the Texans, who had the first best defense in the league, and now we beat the Broncos. We're going against the Broncos this week, the second best defense in the league, and then we're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to face Seattle, the third best defense. We all four games that we need to win out. We're playing the top five defenses in the NFL. So go fuck yourself. Yeah, no easy schedule. Not in the playoffs. In the playoffs, we're facing the best of the best in the NFL. You didn't beat the Lions. The Lions didn't make the fucking playoffs. They didn't make the playoff. You didn't fight the Chicago Bears. That's because the playoffs is fucking it's conference based, and you guys aren't in the same conference. People are retarded. People are fucking retarded in the NFL community. You're all retarded. You guys didn't beat anybody. You're just mad because the Patriots are good again, and you're a pussy, and your team's a pussy, and your dad's a pussy. Everything in your life is pussy. I don't know what to tell you. We're good. We're better than you. It's hard being better than you. It really is. You think it's easy? You think this is a fucking game? You think it's easy being better than you? No. You gotta beat all these people. We won 14 games, and there's people that are like, you haven't beat anybody. We beat the Bills. Bills are in the playoffs. We beat the Chargers. Chargers in the playoffs. We beat the Texans. Texans are in the playoffs. We beat the Ravens. The Ravens were a playoff team until Pittsburgh went out. I don't know what to tell you. We play the people that we play. Do I wish that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow were there? No, we faced Joe Flacco and T. Higgins. I wish to God that we could play teams at 100% of their capacity because then you guys would shut the fuck up. Patriots easiest road to the Super Bowl of all time. You guys don't know ball. You don't know ball. You don't know defensive statistics. We don't play the offense. If we play 100 bad offenses, that's fine. You guys beat the Browns. When we beat the Browns, they had a number five defense in the whole NFL. Myles Garrett sacked Drake May 8 times, and we still won. I don't know what to tell you. Drake May's losing street fights, but he's winning the war. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I did. We beat the Falcons and we beat the Carolina Panthers. Both are teams that the Los Angeles Rams lost to. I don't know how many statistics do you need before you admit that the New England Patriots are the best team in football right now. You don't like it? Who's on their offensive? We're a complete team. We're a complete team. Where some people are good on offense, some people are good on defense. We're good at both and special teams, and that's how we're killing the game. That's how we're killing it. The only team that I'm afraid of is Seattle. That's it, because Seattle looks nuts, dude. They look nuts. I don't. It's a great story too, because you got Sam Darnold, who is disgraced quarterback for the Jets. Disgraced. Like everybody wrote him off. He's a number two quarterback. The Vikings sign him. The Vikings don't have anybody to start, or JJ McCarthy gets hurt. Sam Darnold steps up, wins 11, 12 games for them, then goes to Seattle, and they're the best team in football. So it's Sam Darnold's story is amazing. Drake May's story is great because he was drafted last year in 2024. No, yeah, nah, 2023. This is his second year, and the NFL the NFL trips me up because it's like 1 year, it's 2 years, but it's 16 weeks at the end of the year that bleeds into the other part of the year. So, eh, you know, whatever. Drake May's a good story. Carolina, third round pick out of Carolina, sits behind Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett doesn't do well. We're under Gerard Mayo. You put Drake May in. Drake May's got some growing pains. We still love him. We still believe in him. We like what he has to offer on the field, and he kills it this year. Kills it in training camp. It's I'm excited. I'm excited for what this kid can do. He throws bombs. He's winning in the playoff. He's winning in the playoffs. He's still dropped fucking 21 points on the best defense in football. Dimes, little windows, just right through. I like it. I like Drake May. I'm really happy. And I'm excited to make more people upset with what goes on in football. Now, we got this Chuck and Larry shit. Let me just we'll find out who hate listens to this podcast after this episode because I have some things to say. I got to snort first. Mm. No, it was supposed to be. Well, well, you know what? I guess I was snorting without. Does this mute button not work? Snap. Half of this fucking episode might be on the mute button. Mm, that would suck. That would absolutely suck. So, who knows? Maybe half of this is unlistenable. I don't know. God, that would suck so bad. That would suck so bad. Now I'm thinking. Now I can't stop thinking. Is this episode like all? It's 13 minutes. We're at 13 minutes now. Should I stop and do this again? Because the last time I. Now we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. All right, Chuck and Larry. What do we got to say about this episode? It's Chuck and Larry. So Chuck and Larry. So I'm not even involved in this. This is dumb. Okay, it's dumb, but we gotta talk about it. So my friend Janica, I went on her podcast. Great lady. She's wonderful. She's very political. I'm political too on this podcast. This is you know what I mean, podcast. I talk about whatever I want. On my horror page, it's just horror. I'm not gonna go on there and be like, oh, Trump sucks. I hate Trump. But you know I hate him. You know I hate him. I've said it 100 times on this podcast. She says it on her horror videos and broadcasts them to a large audience, and that's it's her prerogative. She could do that. I support it. I support it. Um, and she found out that Chuck fucking supports Andrew Tate. I guess a lot of people were involved, I think, in like mining the support that this guy has for all these like right wing fucking white supremacy guys, and they exposed that about Chuck the movie guy. You know, known Epstein. He's on the Epstein files, so I'm not surprised that he this was exposed. But I had nothing to do with this. People like that people came to me and they're like, "Hey, do you have anything about like Chuck? We know you don't like him." I'm like, "I don't like him because he's a big creator that punches down at small creators, and I just that's why I don't and I think that like some of the big creators, they fucking get paid to promote these shitty movies and like, "Oh, I'll just take the check," and then waste people's time, which is it's their prerogative to do. I just don't like it. And you know what I mean? That's why I don't like these people. Big creators suck. We all know, unless there's a big creator out there that's like honest, which I have yet to fucking meet. I've yet to meet. So, waiting for that. But yeah, she made these videos and people are starting to make videos about me that are like, "We know you're behind it, Taylor. We know you're behind it." I listen, I have a life. I have a job. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Make your gay videos. Not homosexual. Homosexual is fine. We love homosexuals. Make your fucking gay videos. I don't care. I don't care. I don't watch you. I don't see you. You know what I mean? And fat gap tooth Larry, who smokes cigarettes in his house while his kids are there. If CPS is listening, you should. Hi, Broody. Hi, Mommies. Brew Mommies. How you doing, Brew Mommies? Don't you dare even think about walking on my keyboard. Don't even think about it, Brew Mommies. There you go. Sorry, it's my cat. It's how I have a dialogue with my cats. These are the people I talk to. This is how I got my great personality. So, fat gap tooth, ugly Larry, who smokes cigarettes in his house while his kids are there. CPS should take those kids away. You know what I mean? But air them out first because if you let those kids inside the CPS office, they're going to make the whole office smell like cigarettes. I think he might actually let his kids smoke. So you should go take his kids away. Um, I guess Larry's making videos about like, "Oh, Taylor fucking made. You're really gonna listen to Taylor?" I have nothing to do with this, fatty. Okay, I have nothing to do with anything that's going on. It's sorry. I know that you would love to scapegoat me and have me be, you know, you love that. It has nothing to, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I like Janica. I think that she has valuable content. I think the things that she has to say are a lot, but they're true. And, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. I like her very much. Right, Brew? Right, Brew Mommies? You want to get in the lap? You want to get in my lap? What are you going to do? Did you just come to say hi? You can say hi if you want to. All right, she's getting in. She's getting in. She's got to settle in. She heard me getting upset and she needs me to settle down. Oh, nope. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? But anyways, long story short, I didn't have anything to do with that. Okay? I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't care. I don't care about fucking, you know what I mean? But I mean, if you do have like if you're if you're retweeting Andrew Tate shit, probably don't do that. You know what I mean? Probably don't do that. I mean, I'm not gonna go look on your page and be like, what are things that I can look for to like cancel you? Because I don't care about canceling people. I just don't support people who like Andrew Tate. I don't support Andrew Tate. I couldn't tell you one thing that guy said. I just know that he sucks. So hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna look at it. There. Look at that. I should fucking always be looking at this dot. I should always be looking at this dot because I already got caught. I already got caught snorting once in the podcast. In your ear. I apologize. There might even be like 10 minutes of this podcast that aren't even like, there's no audio. It's just talking into the void. Hopefully it was the coming to Marisol part. God, I hope. So yeah, I have nothing to do with Chuck the movie Egg or fat smoked cigarettes in his house with his kids, Larry. I have nothing to do with either of those things. I don't care. And I'm not sending this out to anyone. So if this gets back to them, I know someone's hate listening to the podcast. Either way, thank you for listening to the podcast. Hate listening or not, it boosts the numbers. I don't give a fuck if one person listens to this podcast. It's for me. It's a library that I can look back on one day and be like, it's a body of work that I can look back on one day and be like, I love this. It makes me happy. That's what we're doing here, making people laugh. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Jared, my friend Jared pointed out to me that like fucking Larry is making videos. I have these people blocked, so I don't there's no way for me to like see this. People just come to me and they're like, "Hey, you know what I mean? These people are fucking they're talking shit on you." And I was like, "I don't why? Is it because of that Andrew kid? I did a fucking eulogy about a kid that died like 2 years ago. And I was like, he fucking looked like someone threw a belt saw at his face, but we loved him and he taught us that you don't need to know everything about horror to fucking make videos about horror. And that's a very valuable lesson that I learned from that person. I love you very much. Rest in peace. You were loved by so many, and blah 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 blah. That's exactly what I said. To be disrespectful, every time I tell that story, I change the joke. I change it. I didn't say he looked like his belt saw got thrown at his face. I just changed the joke to show you that I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I I I still have the clip on my other Instagram. The clip's still everywhere. You can still watch it. I'm not ashamed of anything. I have since separated my horror stuff from my comedy stuff. I still do jokes on the horror page, same jokes, terrible, but I don't do the podcast clips on my fucking horror page anymore because like they're two different audiences, clearly, and I don't want to like dilute one with the other and like yeah, I don't know. So people were mad at that. And if I don't know, people were like, his sister's mad at you. I don't know the sister. I don't care. Anybody that made a video about it, I just blocked and I was like, whatever. I just went along my merry way and I'm continuing to go along my merry way. And people keep bringing up stuff that happened like 2 years ago. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes people do eulogies and they make jokes about the person they're doing a eulogy about. If that's not your thing, if you just want to sit there and cry for 2 years about someone dying, that's fine. I just don't deal with death like that. I make jokes. I try to remember people fondly so it doesn't fuck up my day, so I can still function. Because I'm assuming the person that died wants me to continue on with my life in a good, productive way. Because if they cared about me or liked me, that's what they would have wanted. I assume that Andrew just wants people to be happy and live their life. They don't want you bitches crying for 2 years. If I die of cancer, it's terrible that somebody died of cancer. We all know that. It's common sense. But shut the fuck up. Maybe do that. Maybe put some vodka in your tampon before you put it in. Have some fun. Your mucous membrane can get drunk that way. Did you know that? Maybe try it. Have fun with your life. Don't just hey. And if you can't figure out any content to make, you suck. You just got to come to terms with you suck. You don't have anything to say. Your content's fucking terrible. You don't need to stitch other people and complain about their opinions. Your content sucks. You're unoriginal. That whole horror group is just a bunch of retards. They don't have anything to say. They'll clip you out of context saying something and they'll point the finger at you because they don't have anything to say. Their content fucking sucks. That's fine. It's totally fine. I just, I don't care. I say what I say and I go on my merry way. I go to work and I come home and I play with my cats. I got a cat in my lap right now. I have $77,000 in the bank. I'm unaffected. I'm unaffected. I don't make money from this, so I don't care. Larry's like, hey, Chuck can't pay for his kids. Chuck's kids are fat as fuck. What do you mean he can't pay for his kid? Those kids are eating. I don't know if they're eating drywall. I don't know what causes kids to become that fat, but they're eating. They're eating. Let's see. Sinners, not that great. 7 out of 10. As soon as Whitey shows up and fucking they got the fiddle and the Irish vampire, I lost my mind with this fucking movie, Sinners. Get the fuck out of here. It's a good story. Dude, I love the KKK plot at the very end, and I love how that plays into the beginning, and then they get the speakeasy. I love all of that. The first hour of the movie where it's all like exposition and all the characters, I love that. As soon as these fucking Irish cunts start singing them, I can't do it. I hate Sinners because I don't like the fiddle and I don't like the Irish. I don't like. Listen, what's going on? Why anybody else, dude? You had to put my descendants in that movie. You had to put the Irish. And they're singing. I can't just, dude. I can't do it. I can't do it. I know how annoying we are because I'm like half Mexican, half Irish. The Irish part of me, I know is the annoying part. I know it's the annoying part. God damn it, dude. Nobody wants to fucking hear that gay shit. I, not homosexual. There's nothing wrong with homosexual. But nobody wants to hear that gay shit. I, I know the overcorrections are not funny, but the fact that it just goes right back to I don't want this game. This doesn't have to make anyone laugh but me. It really doesn't. But I did Sinner. It was just all right. It was good. Not movie of the year, but same thing with one battle after another. It's a good movie. 7.5 out of 10. Sinners is a good movie. 7 out of 10. It's not the best movie of the year. You know, it's not. I don't know. And people will call other people racist for not liking Sinners or for that. I never even said I didn't like it. I just said the Irish ruined it with their fucking hello there, just fucking ruin everything with that shit. Get out of here. Fucking stupid ass outfits and just dumb music. Ugh. I don't know. And then the sun comes up and that's how the vampires died. It's just like, dude, come on. You could have. It's stupid. You think the movie's over, and it's like, oh, BB King's in it. Who gives a fuck? I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't for me. Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't not for me. It was just okay. I don't know. It doesn't suck. It's not a shitty movie. It doesn't suck. I just like there's so many glaring problems with it. The vampires were all fucking goofy, and they it just shifted the tone, the serious tone that I got from the movie. Just went to like a comedy at some point. I was like, God damn it, dude. I don't know. It's not like again, it's not a bad movie. I'm not mad at it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We might have to go extra long because some of the audio of this podcast, and I'm not recording it again. There's no way. I'm not going back and recording it again. What do we talked about Larry Chuck? We talked about the Patriots, talked about Sinners, talked about jacking off from Marisol's leather pants. We need to talk about Kevin is a movie that I saw with Tilda Swinton and fucking that retarded guy. I don't know what's his name. Ezra Miller. Retarded they, whatever you want to be called, I'll call you. Okay? I don't care. Whatever you want to be called, I will call you. But you're also retarded. Can we? Olive Branch. Olive Branch! Call you what you want to be called. But I'm also calling you retarded. Um, we need to talk about Kevin is one of the most depressing movies that I've ever seen. And it's all I want to do content on. I just want to do content on movies that are just the most depressing things I've ever seen in my life. That's all I want to do content on. It's insane that this was even made. I mean, I I had no idea what this movie was about, but how empty I felt at the end of this movie, I just the detachment from reality that I felt, I just like wanted to drag my head behind me as I walked to work. I was like, well, as I walk from my car to work, I drive, not poor, filthy fucking poor people. Walking to work, ugh. Unless you live close, then economic and smart, athletic. Walk to work, fatty. Um, But yeah, we need to talk about Kevin is one of the most depressing movies I've ever seen. Just watching this lady have no relationship with her kid because she was reluctant to have it in the first place. And this kid, first by osmosis for some reason can tell that she doesn't want and he doesn't want her, and they're trying to force it, and this kid's just becoming so damaged. And at the very end, just the display of his how damaged he is was all I want to do is content on movies that make people feel empty. That's what I want. That's my favorite movie. I love horror movies, but at the end, I love that the bad guy wins or that it just, I mean, everything but Serbian film, you know? I don't want to watch kids get banged and then, haha, we banged a baby. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. But like, we need to talk about Kevin is amazing. It's just, it made me feel horrible. Rampage Jackson is doing videos on he's like he's an ex UFC fighter. Nobody gives a shit. But he's now a Kick streamer. He's on Kick, and there's so many videos of him like watching people like give him it's just him looking at AI videos of himself or AI pictures of himself. He's like, motherfucker, I did not I did not have sex with Diddy. I was not at a Diddy party, motherfucker. God damn it. They put him as like they put him with a Hitler mustache. He's like, I was never Hitler. You can you can do anything you want with Rampage Jackson. And he'll just go on a tirade about how he never motherfucker, I did not have baby oil spread on my chest and have other black people lick it off. I never do that. It just it's my favorite part of the internet, and I hope it never goes away. I hope he always stays like that. He'll kick himself. He'll stream himself on a date, and he'll start screaming. He's like, "Motherfucker, she does not have a dick. She does not have a dick, baby. I'm sorry, you don't have a dick." It's so good. It's so funny. I love it. He's like, Rampage, what you see the in the chat, it's like, what's she has a bulge, Rampage. What's going on with the bulge? Motherfucker, she does not have a bulge. It's it's the best. It's the best. God, I love the internet so much. We use it for evil purposes, but when we could all come together and laugh at Rampage Jackson, it's the best. It really is. It really is the best. Minneapolis, the schools are closed in Minneapolis because ICE is fucking again. They're taking kids out of school. Or they're waiting for kids to come out of school and then deporting them when their parents come to pick them. It's sad, dude. It's really sad. We live in like really, really, really sad times right now. They really kind of are the Gestapo, the modern day Gestapo. It sucks. It really does. I wish there was some way that we could do something about it. You know, the only thing that I can tell you right now is we can't be friends with Republicans right now. Can't be friends with Republicans. Um, they they should pay for it. They should pay for this administration, and they should lose their loved ones. They should lose the level-headed. I'm not saying that liberals are the level-headed ones, but the Democrats are the level-headed ones right now. You know, and I am accepting apologies for Trump voters. A lot of people are like Joe Rogan didn't he fucking voted for Trump. I'm like, yeah, but he doesn't support ICE and he doesn't support. You're allowed to be like, yo, fuck this guy now. If right now you're a person, you're like, yo, fuck this administration, fuck these people that voted for him, fuck that. I accept that. I accept it. There's a lot of people that don't. A lot of people will not accept your I don't want to say renege because the connotations, right? But I don't have a word to replace that with my limited cave person vocabulary. But if you're trying to go back on what you voted for, I accept it. I accept it. I don't know anyone else that will accept it, but that's not my problem. My problem is me and how I keep my side of the street. And I want to get along with everybody. You voted for a guy who promised you a bunch of shit, didn't do it. So I accept if you're like, yo, fuck this guy. We're voting for Gavin Newsom next term. Done. Let's go. Or whoever the incumbent Democratic nominee is. We're gonna vote for that person. You know, extremes are bad. Extreme Democrats are annoying as fuck. Extreme Republicans are annoying as fuck. We like level-headed, moderate thinking people. Like just Obviously we vote for our interests, we vote for whatever, but like there's a morale, there's a very, very strong moral decline now in the incumbent political people in power. We just want regular level-headed people. If the next administration is Republican, but they're not this crazy, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. They're not your enemy. But the people in power now and the people that support the people in power now are our enemies. We don't like them. We don't want to be around them. We need separate schools from them, separate buses. We just need a separate. We need a segregate separation of us and the population and them and the population. We're never going to get along. We're never going to see eye to eye. Let's just not be together ever. That's what I support at this point. At this point, this is not a forever statement. This is just what I support right now. Again, I'm open to either side taking power and just bringing back level-headed thinking because we can't have, oh yeah, I support. Just wait outside of their schools, get their kids. I don't support that. It's fucking nuts. It's crazy. Fuck off if you support that shit. Again, it's not going to be everything that I talk about. There's so many other things that we talked about in this podcast. Person from high, dude. I'm at work the other day, and like one of my like, someone I used to know from high school recognized me. Don't why I haven't seen you in 25 years. We don't have anything to talk about. Hey, I used to go to high school with you. They left a dirty diaper on the table. They left a dirty diaper on the table and they tipped $15 on like 200 bucks. I don't, you're not doing that well. You're not doing that well. The husband smelled like weed. For both of them, I hope that you didn't make it home. I hope that car flipped in the median and that there's no survivors in that car. You guys are not doing well. Like if you're gonna be shitty at my work, don't say that you knew me at one point. That's nuts, dude. I'm like at the bar and I like go around. What the fuck is going? They left a dirty diaper on the table. Like I didn't look inside of it, but it was on the table, all crumpled up. I mean, I don't who's leaving clean diapers on the table? You're not doing that well. Things aren't working out for you. You don't have $77,000 saved in the bank account. I mean, I used to have 100, but then moving here from Portland was expensive. I had to buy a new car. Is the hit that I took. I just had to spend 35,000. So add 35,000 onto 77. That's what I had. Who's bragging? Who's bragging? Are these fucking poor people that I guess I used to know? I don't know, dude. I rode the bus with this bitch. She wasn't in my friend group. I lived on top of the hill. She lived on the bottom of the hill with the poors. They probably rented out a room because they couldn't afford the whole amount of rent. I don't know. We owned our house. I don't know what to tell you. And this is back when things were cheap too. You were poor back then, and you're poor now because you deserve it, you piece of shit. You left a dirty diaper on my table? That's crazy. That's fucking asinine, dude. It's asinine. But yeah, she was gross. She had a kid. She was fat. The husband smelled like weed. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she'll see this and change the error of her ways and realize that the tipping, what was it, 7, 8% is just poor behavior. Whatever. Woman being blasted for being. Oh, I don't think we have any more time. But the Jacksonville Jaguars, they lost to the Buffalo Bills a couple weeks ago. There's this lady who was like, "You hold your head up." The coach was being interviewed, and the lady was like, "You hold your head up. You be proud of yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we're proud of you. We're proud of what you're doing. Thank you so much for all the wins, young man. Thank you so much." Obviously, this was like an older black lady. She was a member of the press. She's been doing press for like 15 years. And people were like, she wasn't being professional. She was talking at the coach, not asking the coach questions. To this, I say, when you get the approval of an elder black lady, it is the pinnacle of approval because the standards are set so high in those households. Those women want excellence and they want efficiency. And she saw that in the coach and wanted to convey that in a moment where the coach was feeling bad about himself. She had empathy, she was emotionally intelligent, and she was just very, very supportive. I love that and I support that. This lady should fucking whatever credentials that she has, you need to just upgrade those. We're gonna now, your silver credentials are gold, and you are at the pinnacle, the top of what you're doing because you are a good person. We need more people like that in the media. Now, hey, so I just see that you lost. How does that feel? Like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. This lady transcended all those stupid questions that you hear every time, and she got right to the meat of it and made someone feel good. And that's what we need more of in the media, in football. Now I can get on here and say whatever the fuck I want. You could digest that as news. That's the media now. This lady, empathetic, emotionally intelligent, and just an all-around warm person. And I want more of this. I think her name was Jamie Lynn or something like that. Something like that. I apologize if I got her name wrong, but sweetest lady in the entire world. One time I was waiting on this family. It was like 20 people. They were at an African American table. And at the end of the service, the father, the matriarch, was so happy. He sat at the head of the table. On their way out, he gave me a hug. He said, "Thank you so much for taking care of me and my family." That I will never forget in my entire life. That doesn't happen every day. And again, you need to execute a level of professionalism and efficiency to get that kind of recognition from someone with such high standards. Again, head of the families of those type of families, they want excellence. They just they have expectations that are very high. There's nothing wrong with that. And when you can achieve those expectations and get recognized for them, it is a very, very high honor, in my opinion, to get recognized by those people. And that fucking seeing that ruled. And I know just how that coach felt because I've had a moment in my life like that, and it rules and it's rad. And shout out to that lady because I love shit like that. I want more stuff like that in the news. She should be famous for all the right reasons because she's a good person. But there's people in the NFL right now that are, oh, you didn't, you should have. And there's a little bit of racism to it because, like, she's an African American lady. She went on The View or something like that, and like, they were asking her questions about it, and like, she visibly African American lady. And I get it. I know why fucking people are like, whoa, she needed to be more professional. It's like, no, dude, we need more of that in media. That lady rules. I love you guys. Take care of each other. I wanted to like send you off with warm and fuzzies, and that was just something like it was like a Bruce Almighty moment, like world's biggest cookie. That's the news that I miss because I get on here and I doom and gloom you to death. I wanted to leave you with something. Shouts out Jacksonville Jaguars coach. I know how you felt. I love you guys. Take care of each other. I forget we're at episode 96 now. We're on our way to 100. We got 4 more left. And then what happens? Does the show end? You wish it would, but it won't. I love you. Kisses, hugs, belly rubs.